One of the laws of the universe is the law of rhythm, and it states, what goes up must come down. The tide always goes in, it always goes out. These are natural laws that govern this universe. And you, in your life, are operating by these laws. You are subject to these laws. So for you to understand them is crucial in your development. Now, you only relate them to your life. Some people don't even relate them to their life because they're not even aware of them. But you must become aware of these laws. And one of the laws is the law of rhythm. You're not always going to be on top forever. Think about any great boxer, sports athlete, businessman. They're going to go through ups and downs, no matter how it may look on the outside. They may seem like they're on top, but they feel low. They feel high, they feel low. So for you in your life, recognize that there is the law of rhythm that's taking place. So you're going to go through ups and downs. You're going to have wins, you're going to have losses. No matter what level you get to, you're going to experience that rhythm, that up and down, that flow of life. So if you're in a low and you're feeling down, no, you're not going to stay there forever. You are subject to the law of rhythm. So that means that you must go through highs and go through lows. But you also must have the perspective when you do go through a low to not stay there mentally and not define yourself there, because that's not you. You're going to go through those times. Those times are necessary to allow you to appreciate the good times more, to mold you, to learn a lesson. It's going to benefit you for those times when you are high, you are up, but also have that perspective of, okay, this isn't forever. I'm not always going to be on top. I'm not always going to be on bottom. You are going to go through ups and downs, highs and lows. But the point is for you to stay steady through it all. Because you don't want to be living like this emotionally, like a roller coaster, because then you're going to be pushed and pulled in all different directions. What you want to do is you want to stay at a steady pace, at a steady mentality, to not get too positive, not get too negative, and see things as they are. Because if you get too far in one direction, you're going to be pulled in a different direction. If you are very affected by something bad happening, that means you're going to be very affected by something good happening. But that means that you are now being controlled by the things that are happening in your life. And you don't want to be controlled by the things that are happening in your life, because in essence, you can't control everything. You can't control all the things that are happening in your life. So you must be at peace, be calm through the process of this up and down throughout your life, so that you live a good life, so that you're strong, so that you can recognize when you're in one of those situations where you need to change your mentality and you get clear, rather than being pushed and pulled and swayed in so many different directions that it's affecting you, your attitude, the people around you, and your effectiveness, how effective you are. So understand that there's going to be highs and lows. That's just life. Anyone that's experiencing this life is going to experience that. Highs and lows. And don't listen to what they tell you, because they may go through things and not tell people about it. But it's not about that. It's about you in your journey and what you're going through, because a lot of people are going to want to tell you that everything's perfect for them, because people have an ego. They don't want to show that struggle, that they're human. They want you to think that they're perfect. But recognize that high and that low, and when you're going through that, have that in the back of your mind to know that it's just part of it. So when you recognize that it's just part of it, you no longer take the burden of that being you. Sometimes thoughts come to us and we have a choice. They're not really our thoughts. We have a choice to engage in them or not. So don't guilt yourself on certain thoughts that you have, or condemn yourself on certain thoughts that you have. Forgive over and over and over again. Forgive other people, because they're going through things just as you are. But forgiveness is the most important thing. If you can learn to forgive others and forgive yourself, you're going to be able to move forward in a better way and not be held to these things that are going to cause you to feel negative or feel some sort of way when it's already past, it's already done with. Just continue moving forward. Let go of any of those thoughts that you don't want to engage in, and continue. The only moment that exists is right now. So the sooner that you realize that, the sooner you're able to let go of all those things in your past that are holding you, and you can just focus on this moment, regardless of what anyone feels about this moment. Because in essence, you're responsible for your own experience, not anyone else's. You be the best you, and it'll be the best for everyone around you. That's the only way we can do this. We all have to take our own accountability and be responsible for our behavior, our character, our actions, and how we treat others. And that's it. So there's highs and lows, but be at peace with it, because it's part of the ride. It's part of the journey. You're going to have ups and downs, but remember to have that perspective, to understand that there are going to be highs and lows, and be ready for it, and be at peace through it all. Know who you are. Don't be swayed by things outside of you, and you will live a quality life.